What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're looking at Equalizer decentralized exchange, which is on the Fantom blockchain. So this actually emerged as an idea originally by Andre Cronje, who actually wanted to create a perpetual decentralized exchange called Solidly. So Equalizer's platform and its inception actually does aim to adapt this very concept to a more intuitive user interface that is very user-friendly, and as the primary trading mechanism for the Fantom network, Equalizer itself actually incorporates the Solidly perpetual model along with a few other adjustments to fee structures and emissions as well. So I will be going through a detailed explainer of what Equalizer exchange is all about, what makes this exchange unique, and also just looking at the tokenomics and what Equal token, which is the exchange native token, is all about, and also VE equal or V equal, which is an incentive token for staking. I'll also show you how you can get hold of Equal tokens and how you can stake. We'll discuss rewards and fees and also talk about liquidity pools. So stay tuned till the end of the video. I'd like you guys to really get hip to what's going on. These are the new blockchain networks that are really starting to really take off. So stay tuned to the end. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want to suggest any other content types you'd like to see on this channel. Don't forget to check out the links in the description as well to some of the exchanges that I recommend, and always go to our main site decentralized.news. Let's get started with Equalizer DEX review. Let's do it. Okay, so let's start off with why you should consider Equalizer exchange. Okay, so this groundbreaking perpetual model is the first of its kind that's capable of actually maintaining a steady emission token price. So Equalizer essentially addresses the challenge of balancing rewards for token holders and incentives for liquidity providers or LPs. So their model achieves this by rewarding liquidity with a valuable token, generating income that's akin to what you would get in, say, a curve model. Okay, so the fee structure guarantees that the utility and reward for holding and locking tokens are sufficiently high enough to provide the necessary liquidity for low slippage trades. So this is actually a hub for trading and liquidity for Fantom, and what makes Equalizer really unique is the fact that there is a minimal 0.001% fee, which may appear flawless or flawed rather, unless the trading volume actually does justify the incentives needed to actually maintain the total value locked, particularly for volatile pairs. So consequently, this can actually then trigger a downward spiral in the native token price, crippling the platform's ability to preserve liquidity. So consider this: if there's a 0.01% fee and you think that's insignificant, if the slippage of or in the trade is, let's say, 2 to 3%, this actually reveals that the importance of maintaining a fee that supports low slippage trades is really something that people need to consider. Ultimately, you need to deliver a superior trading experience and also an outcome for users if you do so. So if we're talking about Equalizer, let's talk about the actual tokenomics. Okay, so they do have this native token Equal, which is pretty much the fundamental liquid form of the token, and this is a versatile and transferable token which serves as the primary medium for emissions, and it can also be locked into a VE NFT. So the VE equal is something, if you lock your Equal tokens into VE equal, you as a user can obtain an NFT that utilizes the vote escrow model for securing fees and directing emissions. And there's also a range of lockup periods available, and the asset actually still does remain transferable. So there's no rebase. So if you think about it, those who are acquainted with the rebase model that rewards early adopters on the Solidly platform, you may be surprised to learn that they've also chosen to eliminate this model with Equal equality. Okay, so what they've done there is the rationale behind them taking that stance is pretty much that new entrants do often struggle to just actually attain a fair share of fees and voting power as exchanges evolve. So the VE lockup period itself, there is a maximum lockup on their platform, which is about 26 weeks. So during that time, the percentage of your lock duration will be allocated to your VE equal, and this modifier then determines your voting power and the proportion of fees that you receive from the pool that you actually choose. So to get started on the Equalizer exchange, simply connect your Web3 wallet. I typically like to use wallets like MetaMask. So the Equalizer exchange is available on Fantom blockchain. Like I said, one of the easiest ways to acquire your equal tokens is to swap from FTM to equal using, say, MetaMask. You can then pay, for example, you can just purchase some FTM tokens on different centralized crypto exchange, for example, like KuCoin or Binance, if it's more convenient for you. Then following that, you can then send your FTM to your MetaMask and then swap the tokens to equal. Okay, so you can see here that it's a very simple process for you to do your swap, pay the gas fees, and then confirm your transactions. You have a successful transaction go through. And in order for you to stake your equal tokens, you just need to go to equalizer.exchange, the vest tab, and you can create a lock. You can choose how many tokens you want to lock up, as well as decide on the lockup period. And you can then allow the vesting smart contract to actually use the tokens in your Web3 wallet. Since it's not custodial, make sure you set your spending cap, approve the contract, and pay those gas fees that are required. And just like that, you should be able to make that confirmation and that transaction go through, and you should have successfully vested your tokens, and that vest is created. And you can also verify that on your Fantom Block Explorer and also on the Equalizer dashboard you can see. And let's talk about the token distribution of equal. Okay, so of course, it's very interesting. 20% came as airdrops. Marketing and incentives is 25% of the token allocation. The team gets 15%, and there's also 25% initial liquidity incentive, and 15% goes to the treasury. But let's talk about gauge voting and bribes as well on equality. Okay, so what is very interesting here is on Equalizer, holders of VE equal, okay, so the tokens, if you're staking, can participate in weekly voting to decide which LP pairings should actually receive emissions. The pool corresponding to the percentage of your vote will be able to earn 100% of the fees that it does generate, and the trading fees actually accumulate in the epoch following the vote snapshot. Once you cast, your vote rolls over each week until you decide to change it. To burn bribes from any pool during an epoch, you must actually recast your vote each epoch as well. So let's talk about these bribes. So in addition to fees, bribes are claimable 24 to 48 hours after the snapshot, which occurs at about 23:59 UTC on Wednesdays, marking the end of each epoch. Unclaimed rewards carry over to future epochs. So rewards, pretty much with the reward systems with Equalizer, you're looking at the Equalizer protocol offering 3 different types of rewards. So you've got emissions. These are actually reserved for liquidity providers, and emissions are actually distributed over each epoch based on the V equal tokens. Votes that they have before the start of the epoch itself. Rewards then stream throughout the epoch and can be claimed as they accrue. And when it comes to fees generated with each completed trade on this exchange, fees are then streamed back to gauge voters proportionate to their share of the vote. You can also claim these rewards as they accrue for your chosen pairs. So as far as the bribes, an extra opportunity for VE equal holders, if you're staking, bribes may be allocated to gauge to incentivize voters to a specific pay. Bribes also accrue and can be claimed after Wednesday at 23:59 UTC on that snapshot time, proportionate to your voting cast, and also for your relevant gauge. With the liquidity pools themselves, Equalizer, which is this innovative automated market maker, employs a traditional liquidity pool system to actually establish tradable pairs In their view, the system surpasses a Uniswap model, which actually tends to rely on fees to incentivize pools. So instead, Equalizer utilizes a continuous loop system that leverages tokens tied to fees to stimulate its operations. So this approach fosters an equalized environment that supports token utility and growth. So they chose this model to encourage the use of their token and create a system where users lock up tokens to also enjoy other benefits, which is popular with a lot of exchanges. The incentive system does ensure that there's a continuous loop of rewards, enabling slow or low slippage trades at reasonable fees. Okay, so as far as these fees, Equalizer does charge the 0.2 fee per trade for volatile pairs and 0.02 for stable pairs. With community approval, these fees can increase to 0.3, and the fee structure does promote and preserve liquidity crucial for sustaining low slippage trades. Most automated market makers on the market apply similar fees as well to reward liquidity providers, and their extensive research reveals that such fees are vital for attracting liquidity and maintaining a healthy ecosystem. And the focus should not be on the fee amount, but also on the trade efficiency itself offered by the automated market maker. So with this in mind, Equalizer is the first of its kind DEX that supports the necessary equilibrium for maintaining an effective balance for LP providers and token holders in both stable and volatile assets. So stable pools that are designed for assets with minimal volatility, and they use a price formula that allows for low slippage even on large traded volumes, and also with the variable pools catering to assets with high volatility. Variable pools actually employ such like a generic automated market maker formula. And yeah, you can check out Equalizer Exchange. It's a very promising one on Fantom. Obviously, Fantom is just kind of still developing. You see, I think Andrew Cronge came back to the project. I've seen the token appreciate quite significantly lately as well. So make sure you check this out. And don't forget to check out other reviews on our platform, G-Trade or Gains Trade. The link is in the description. Sin Futures, Apex DEX, or GMX as well. Some of these DEXs, I think DEX trading is really going to take off this bull run, and a lot of people being afraid to keep their funds on centralized exchanges. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to check out the links in the description to my books, Tokenized Trillions and Blockchain Applied, and also check out our main site if you want free resources and tools to help you navigate your way in this crypto world. And also like, share, subscribe, turn on the notifications, guys. I'll see you in the next. Peace.